Hey, it's Jon McBride of the Droning Company, and I'm hanging out with...
Manrico Mincuzzi.
Say that one more time, it's so sexy.
Manrico Mincuzzi.
Oh.
It's an Italian name.
Yeah, Italian, yeah. So, hey, you're part of JR. I have a huge history of JR. I used to sell that in my hobby shop. I used to carry it and do a lot of fun things with the old radios. I mean, I still have some hanging on my walls. But now you guys have kind of moved into a different approach, UAV section of JR.
Yes.
And this
JR Propo
Yes.
is and continues to be focused on the recreational sporting industry. But we have created a new entity that is called JR UAV, joining forces with Desert Aircraft, which is a famous...
Yes, they are. I have several of their engines.
Right. And also Saito, a very famous
yes, as well.
four-stroke Japanese engine producer.
Yes.
And the last one we brought in is Inject from Australia. That is a relatively young company that has been capable to create a very effective fuel injection system that we apply to our engines. And this enables them to fly much higher. We can go up to 12,000 feet with no problem.
12,000 feet, so way different.
Yeah, way different.
Than doing RC, put it in
story.
my...
Everything is different.
540 Edge. Okay.
Another story.
Well,
also,
let's take a look at that. Let's come on in here. So, of course, you guys have been producing servos and making servos for a long time, but these being more kind of specific for the...
These are made for the UAV industry, and they're quite special because they can all work on CAN bus. We also have, we can transform them into submergible servos, and they can also go down to minus 65 degrees in temperature.
So CAN bus operation, so better than PWM or PPM. So you have a CAN bus communication,
yeah,
and then
well,
as well a low
yeah.
Temperature range.
The CAN bus is becoming the standard in UAV.
Yes.
And so it enables to use these servos on other transmitting systems, because our proprietary protocol is called XBus. But if you use XBus, you have to have our transmitter system. We think that this bus is better than CAN bus.
Yeah, that's correct. XBus
because
is
it's
great.
more simple.
Yes.
But in order to make the servos available to a wider range of potential customers, we adapt them to CAN bus.
Perfect.
So,
well, let's talk a little bit about some of the engines. You had mentioned that you're working with DA and Desert Aircraft, and as well as Saito. I'm very familiar with the Saito designs and styles, so that's great.
Yeah, these are the engines that DA makes several more engines, but these are the ones that are most in use within the UAV industry. So we have this big 215, 150, 70cc.
Yeah.
These are two-stroke.
Two-strokers, yeah.
They can all be equipped, they are all equipped with the fuel injection system, an alternator and auto start.
Yeah.
So this is capable to feed the energy back to the batteries during flight, recharging them. Same thing can be done with this Saito. This is four-stroke. This is very much appreciated in the defense industry because it has an extremely low fuel consumption and kind of a lower noise.
I think as well, I mean, I choose to use Saito in a lot of my own personal stuff because it has a bit more torque. So you've got that, instead of two-stroke speed, you've got that pounding four-stroke.
Yeah, you carry larger props.
Higher torque, larger props, yeah.
But because of the structure of the engine, in terms of power, the two-stroke will always be more powerful.
Well, let's take a look at the UAV. So you can come on this side. We can kind of talk about this. So you had said that this was a design that you guys are working on?
This is what we call a multi-purpose platform that can be adapted to different purposes by installing different payloads. Like, for example, this is a leader, but we can install other things.
High imaging sensors, whatever, multispectral, whatever it is, thermal cameras, optical
Now we have a very important customer who needs to look underground for hidden objects.
Yeah, ground penetrating radar kind of thing?
Yes.
Yes.
And so we're doing that for them. They need to, that's a dangerous area, they need to take mines away. Yeah. But to do that, they need to be informed of where the mines are, where the metal is. And the best way, the safest way to do it is with an equipment like this.
A non-destructive way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
This can carry up to 8 kilograms of payload.
8 kilograms.
It can carry up to 5 kilograms of floating payloads. For example, an Amazon delivery.
Yeah, sure.
Package.
Yeah.
And it has about 40 minutes of flight time. Pretty fast. It resists a lot to wind. It's very stable. Of course, it's equipped with an autopilot. And
your own autopilot. You guys designed.
Autopilot.
Yeah.
And this combines with our servos. Our servos are 2K.
Yeah.
2K means that the position of the servo is checked 2,000 times per second, while the industry standard is 1K.
Sure.
This means that they're extremely precise, extremely reactive, and therefore our autopilot with our servos enables a greater level of stability in the wind.
Fantastic. Well, of course, like you said, I've always been a huge fan of JR. I had said earlier that I wish I was a sponsored pilot for JR, flying one of their fancy radios. Maybe somebody will give this to me later. I don't know. It is in mode 1. It's in mode 1. Maybe it won't work. So I did want to invite you over here. Yeah, come on in. Yeah. So, again, how long you've been doing this?
JR?
Yeah, JR, specifically JR.
Just 7 years.
But you took over a company that's been here for a long time.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Not long time, that's 7 years, but I feel only half years. Because of super busy.
But be careful because they made a mistake. My name is Manrico Mincuzzi with a U, and here the wrote a V.
Well, I think again, thank you for having us and talking a little bit and telling us what JR is currently working on for the UAE and the drone industry. I think it's fantastic. So thanks again for your time. We'll thank our. Can't even say his name, but it's super sexy Italian. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.